Hello guys, we are back with the bottom of the well, and this wasn't the exact same choice, but I couldn't find it. Come on, let's save games like these, so I left on my own. What was actually a choice? I decided to leave on my own. They weren't surprised. There had been a couple of others who have gone off on their own after they found them. Yeah, cause we were the other group, wasn't it? This is a surprising, involved dream, you know. Tell me about it. So what's next? I need to get out of town as far as I could. I want to find a safe place. Sell? My boyfriend. In my dream, I mean. It was weird. Were you close? I don't know how to answer that, but I guess we were pretty steady. How steady? Well, you know, I felt there was potential. Encouraging. So, going after CL, where would you start? Our apartment, it was just a few blocks from mine. Alright, so you did that? I thought I could go and check. What did it look like? The streets, awful, ruined buildings everywhere, carried by fire, most of them. We had to pick our ways between cars and bodies. There were so many bodies, it made me sick just to think about it. Must have been pretty difficult to travel. Yeah, although it was oddly inconsiderate. I think my building was the last one affected from the blast. Well, they survived in the street? Yeah, there were others. A lot of others were worse off than me. Some were blind, others were burned, broken, or in shock. Yeah, I've already read this dialogue from another part, but whatever, I'm just gonna... What the government? Yeah, no one really knew what really happened to the government, didn't they? Did you have a key? No. So I came to his door and it was locked, obviously. I knocked anyways, no one answered. I thought briefly about going to his neighbours, but why would any of them have a key or want to help if they were even in there? So what next? I stood by the door feeling like an idiot and considered my options. There were few. Well, the only option I've got, I decided to head out, not to look for him, but if I happened across him. Did you figure out where to go? I started going across survivors soon enough, people like me, some with backpacks and some with just the clothes on their backs. It was obviously a wreck to see them. Some were staying put, the most were moving, but most were moving. Rumors had it there were a center set up in the college. Like what? Your college? Yeah. Talk about going back to where you started. Go on, how did it go? It was pretty slow going, and even though I tried to keep out of the black rain, there wasn't all that much I could do. But at least we had a goal to help others. So is it real, the exhibition site? Not so fast. There was like orbit still on its way. Oh. What's that? The river? There's a river? Not something I had thought about either. I didn't live anywhere near it, so wherever I crossed it, I just dove over. But it was geographically reality. So I mean, the bridges were surely still there. True, but we approached them, we realized they were corrupted. Oh no, by whom? I'm not sure. I saw them from afar and kind of ducked into cover and saw immediately. That wasn't good news. They had guns. They were harassing the other people who come to the bridge. I think they were mugging them. Did they let anyone pass? Yeah, some, but I don't know what the price was or if they had some kind of other thing for letting people in. So what did you do? I decided to wait nearby and see what happened. I went up to them and confronted them. There are other bridges to cross. I went down the river to find one. And that's what to say. The other bridges didn't have a similar setup. Seemed like a likely thing to do. I was willing to take the chance. I wasn't going to tangle with a group of armed men, even if I lost some time. How much time did you lose? 3 actually. these actually not much else to say, huh? Well, I've been feeling it for a long time already, but then it just came to an end. I couldn't move anymore, I was too weak, I had to rest, but I couldn't even keep food down. In the end, I couldn't even stay conscious or talk. Radiation poisoning? Yes. Of the acute, bad kind. I suppose it's lucky. I can't really say much more of my last time on Earth. It was too spiteful. Too out of it to really notice or realize anything more. I came in and out of it, but mostly I remember the incredible pain whenever I was conscious. Well, that's another ending, but I'm gonna keep continuing because like that was just really short. So I'll be back in a minute. Right. Hello guys, we are back and we are at this choice. So last time I went, there are other bridges across. I went down the river. I'm gonna decide to wait nearby and see what would happen. So how it feels like this kind of thing couldn't be forever. Either a bigger, more powerful group would come along and chase them away. The government would show up, or they would just get bored and leave. So I decided to wait. Alright, where did you hold up? There was actually a parking garage nearby. You could just scroll in and walk up to the shores from where you were. Had a perfect view of the river, right? Not the best cover though. I scouted through it and I found a staff area. It was small but empty. What about supplies? There was always loot that'd be from surrounding buildings. Even if not all of it was perhaps the safest. I did a run before settling and gathering what I could. So to wait, how did that go? There's actually not much to say. Huh? Well, I've been feeling it for a long time already, but then it just came to an end. I couldn't. Okay. Radiation poisoning, yes. It's a radiation poisoning again. I'm getting sick of this. So there's just these two endings. She was died from radiation poisoning. So what happens if you confront them? So that whole route is just kind of like, oh, bad endings. Bad endings galore. That didn't even last for very long. I thought it would be like something interesting, but no, it's just, hey, you found this again, you die from radiation poisoning. And I get it, alright, that's more realistic, because it's, you know, bombs and all that, especially nuclear ones, but come on, man. I should try and get back to the Fallout show and do choices from there, because that's like the best general option, isn't it? Right, so guys, I'll be back in a minute. Right, so back to this choice. So these two get us killed, so I went up to confront them. Brave. I wasn't gonna let them scare me. So what were they? Just thugs? Part optional, part worried town folk. They claimed they were protecting their part of the town from the riffraff, who were coming down from the city trying to steal all of the uncondemned food. That this was just some kind of concealed civilian roadblock in a way towards the main evacuation area. Yeah, but well, I mean, they had a lot of guns, but I didn't really. And to create a lot of melee in them. It didn't seem like they particularly wanted to use them. So what did you do? I told them I had enough food and they didn't have to steal theirs. I tried to talk my way through. I decided to reconsider the whole thing. I tried to talk my way through. Ah yes, the famous fast talk. How did it go? I tried various versions of begging, but they had heard it all. Either I had supplies to pass or I didn't. That was it. Okay, I give them some food. I'm a backpack and I showed them my food. Although it felt like a monumental foolish thing to do, still, if they wanted to rob me, they had all their guns anyways. Just as I was going through one of one of them stopped me and asked if I had any more than that. I knew they were I knew they were actually highwaymen, bastards. I told him the truth. No, I had food for exactly 1 day. He got my back, rifled it through. But I was telling the truth. Disappointed, he handed it back and let me through. Alright, so at least we're alive at the moment. The evacuation area at my college, I'm not surprised. I dreamed about it. It's like the center of my life right now. It was still in the dream, a big part of my life. That's why I worked after all. This was the part of the dream turns weird and the college starts sprouting legs and begins smoking something. What? Unfortunately, no. That would have been pretty welcome. Even so, it must have been proof that the society survived. The United States wasn't completely obliterated, etc. Speaking of, what happened to everyone? I don't know. Everything was still rather hazy. News often here says there was a lot of talk about the missile defense system that no one knew. We had apparently managed to shoot down something akin to 90% of the enemy's warheads. This I don't get. This girl remembers a lot about her one dream. Wishful thinking. Based on what I was seeing, I don't really see the different 10% was clearly more than enough to wreck unimaginable. Hell, 1% would possibly have been enough. Anyways, go on. I went to get to the end. What happened at the center? At the gates, there was a screening process going on. A big plastic corridor where we were all told to undress and go through this super cold shower. After which, men in gas masks and plastic covering rain cowl us. Seriously? So what happened? There were 2 doors at the end of the corridor. Beyond the man in the mask with guns. Whenever... Freeze, completely, you went right. Whenever it was quiet, you went left. I went right. They gave us back our old clothes and the other end, which was the thing that could have really freaked us out the most. We were just grateful. But they meant they considered you dead? Yeah, through the fence I saw one of them going to leave towards the dorms, all wearing what looked like some kind of prison outfit. At least they were likely to be cleaned and uncontaminated. And you? Where did that lead you? To the football stadium. Can you believe that? They didn't even care enough about us to get us out of the fallout. They had at least set up the tents, stoves and a kitchen for us. It was all staffed similarly in irradiated people, of course. The premises serving us irradiated food. They didn't want to feed us to the healthy ones. This can't be where your story ends. There's actually not much else to say. Huh? Well, I've been feeling it for a long... Oh my god. Radiation poisoning, yes, yeah... Oh my god. It's just another radiation poisoning one. I actually thought something interesting might have happened. I mean, to be fair, I don't think there's going to be much more about the whole bridge situation, so... We're going to have to try and go down a different route. Do you know what, since I haven't got a lot of time left, because it's only been about 20 minutes, I'll just do the other choice at the bridge. See what happens. It's irritating though. I mean, don't get us wrong, it's realistic, cause it makes sense. I mean, you know, bombings and all that, but it's still annoying. Still very, very annoying. I mean, I have not had a good ending yet. And I mean, I'm using the recommended Alice, what's meant to be like less survival and more social type of person. Right, so guys, I'll be back in a minute. Yeah, guys, I'm just gonna end it there now. I know this video is gonna seem a bit short, like 14, 15 minutes, like part 2. But we've already done like 2 or 3 bad endings. So, like if you enjoyed, subscribe today, and I'll see you guys for another video that I make.